how you do it.
Are you trying to do the training thing?
So during middle school, I started to gain a lot of weight. I was inside a lot. I played video games. I didn't really exercise at all. I just did a lot of stuff inside. So I got a little unhealthy and I started gaining weight. And once I started going up into high school, I started to understand like the importance of exercise and stuff and why you should exercise daily. So according to Science Daily, inadequate exercise results in 2 times the amount of death as obesity, but not to mention the fact that obesity is a direct result, or usually a direct result of lack of exercise. So those kind of add together to have a lot of causes of death, so that's a lot of death. So I'm going to inform you on some ways you can get some exercise. So you can go swimming, you can go running, or cycling. And those are all probably accessible to you guys today. So now let's move on to my favorite type of exercise, which is swimming. So I love swimming. I have a pool in my backyard. I swim for fun. Like all summer, I'll be in the pool. Swimming is a very fun and interactive way to do exercise. You can do it with your friends. It doesn't really require obviously it's harder when you get up and get competitive, but if you just want to do it for exercise, you can just go swimming during the day with your friends and play games and stuff. And it's just a really fun way to exercise. According to WebMD, it works your core, arms, glutes, and legs, and it increases the flexibility and strength of these muscles. So it's really good for you. And if you are 150 pounds, you will burn about 493 calories per hour. So that's a lot of calories per hour if you swim for a long time, because I swim like all day. So, and that's according to active.com. So next, let's talk. On the contrary, this is a kind of harder one. It's running. The reason that it's so hard is because it works your abs more than some of the other muscles. And when you're working your abs, it restricts your breathing a little bit when you're doing anything to do with abs. So I consider it much harder than swimming, but it has exemplary perks. According to Live Well, it builds your abs, quads, thighs, and glutes. So it works about the same things as the swimming does, except for the abs. It's one of the best forms of exercise as well, and running is accessible to anybody. Like you don't have to buy anything to go running. You can just walk outside and go running anytime you want to, and it's encouraged daily. And according to Live Well as well, it's one of the best exercises, and it's just a good routine to have. I try to go jogging or walking or running daily if I have time. So it's just a great way to exercise and be healthy. So if none of those other solutions work, this will be my last resort. I really don't like cycling, but if it's fun to y'all, then go for it. Cycling can be very fun, and it can also be very hard as well. When you're cycling, you get to feel refreshed, you get to feel the breeze in your face, and you get to see the scenery and stuff. So it's just a great way to relax and stuff. And if you want a less intense work or exercise, you can just go on a flat surface and just ride your bike down the flat surface and go back and forth. Or if you want a more challenge, a higher challenge, you can ride on hills. Hills are very hard to do, and then when you get to the top, you feel more refreshed because you've done the hill, and then you can go downhill, and it's so much better. According to Bill Bum Bike Law, it works your calves, thighs, glutes, and feet. And it's just a great way to exercise, and you can get a lot of work from it and have fun and stuff like that. So thus, exercise is a requirement for a healthy and long life. You need to do it. You need to try and exercise daily if you have time, or at least weekly. It's just really good for you, and it'll help you out. Good exercises include swimming, running, and cycling, and those are all accessible to y'all, so you can do them whenever you want. At least one of those is accessible to y'all at least. And so since middle school, I've learned the importance of exercise and why you should exercise daily, and you need to stay healthy and you'll live a good life.